What's up guys, Brad back on the channel with a brand new video. Today's video I'm going to be previewing the match Huddersfield Town, well Reading versus Huddersfield Town. It is at the Majeski Stadium. So again, apologies I didn't do a match reaction for the Preston game. I haven't done it for 2 games in a row now and it's not on. But it's just to do with my room being decorated and time that I don't have in between games because they are coming thick and fast right now. So apologies for that. But yeah, we're here previewing the game and I'm going to give a bit of insight into how I thought we played on Saturday. I think it was. Yeah. So first things first, I'm going to talk about Saturday. Now, people saw it as a very boring game, but at the end of the day, Cowley put out a game plan. We followed it and we stuck through, and we got our result that we wanted. We got a point, and that's what he was looking for. For me, man of the match had to be Jonathan Hogg. I thought he played brilliantly. He really asserted his physical dominance into the game, especially with Preston having their fair share of physical players and players that can do damage in midfield like Ben Pearson and etc. But Preston just wanted to counter us from the off, and again Schindler and Stearman had a class game to make sure that their counter attacks were unsuccessful, of course. So credit to them. And it was a really well-rounded team performance at the end. And although we didn't attack in it, some parts of the game could have been dubbed boring. I feel that we did what we needed to get the result that we wanted, and that was the point at the end of the day. So I can't really complain. So moving on to Reading, it's sod's law that Reading played Luton, and then there are 2 games in that order. So, well, no, it was Luton Reading, but Reading played Luton at Kenilworth Road, beat them 5-0 away from home. Doesn't really put me in the greatest strain of confidence going into this game. And Reading are not out of this relegation battle by any means whatsoever. I think it's Reading I'm thinking of in terms that they're not fully far away. A lot of teams, it's about 10 points from top to bottom, and it could go one of 19 ways in this stage. So, Reading are going to be fighting just to make sure they can clinch it without games to go, so that, they don't have to do what we're doing and take it down to the wire. But yeah, I think Reading are going to give us a game, and we're going to give Reading a game. So I'm going to go with exactly the same match prediction I went in the last video. I'm going to go for a 2-2. I feel like that would be a solid sort of result. Although some people we can go down there and win, I think that would be a solid result. A nice 2-2. I reckon Mate's going to get 1 for Reading. Puskas is going to get 1. And I reckon Mounier is going to get 1 for us. No, Mounier's going to get both for us. I'm going to go with Mounier to get both, and Puskas and Mate. So 2-2, that would put us in a decent position for Luton. We've got to win Luton though. Like, if we draw this game, we have to win Luton. There's no 2 ways about it. Otherwise, we're relying on other people's results again, and we can't really do that because it just doesn't leave us in the greatest position. Because if one team wins and then another team wins, it's back to square one, and we're just back down in the relegation zone. And I don't know about you Town fans, but I really don't want to be in the relegation zone with 2 games to go. It'll be proper shaky and it'll be proper horrible, especially when we're working so hard at the moment in time to try and get points on the table and to try and avoid relegation, of course. So, of course, I've gone with my prediction. I've said the stuff that I usually say in this kind of video, but I think what we should sort of outline as well is what lineup I would go with. Now, Cowley spoke in his press conference after the game on Saturday about Campbell being tired, which is understandable. He's put a graft in games consistently now, so I think Campbell's got to be on the bench for me, and it'll probably be Mounier starting. So stats say that he does better coming off the bench, but Mounier starting. I reckon Grant left wing. I reckon Smith Rowe right wing. Pritchard in cam. Bakuna is still out suspended, I believe. Yes, he is. So we'll have to use O'Brien and Chelabar. I'd like to see Duane come back in, because I feel like, no, sorry, O'Brien and Hogg, and then Shilaba right back, that's what I meant to say. And then the centre-back partnership of Schindler and Stearman, left-back Harry Toffolo, and in goal, Lursel. I know I've done that a funny way around, but I had to speak about the Campbell situation first, if that makes sense. So, like I say, I think it's going to be a tough game. I don't think we've got it in our locker to go down to the Majeski and pace them like we did with Birmingham. I think this will be a different sort of story with Reading wanting to fight a bit more, and Reading showing a 5-0 masterclass at Kenilworth Road really does sort of send shivers into me a bit. Sort of thinking, do you know what, this isn't going to be as easy as some people think it is, but I have faith in the boys to do what they can. Hopefully we can get a good result, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to what happens on the day. It all comes down to which Reading turn up and which town turn up at the end of the day. That's really all I've got to say in this video. I know it's very vague, but at the end of the day, with football as it is at the moment, we can only talk about what we see and comment on what we see on the telly, really, you know what I mean? So I'd like to see that line up. I think we could probably get better than 2-2, but I'm sick of predicting something and then being wrong, so I'm going to go with a likely option. So I reckon 2-2 is a fair sort of prediction. But yeah, that's all I've got in today's video. Leave a like if you do enjoy this content and you do like my videos. Comment down below what score prediction you would go with, how you think the game will pan out, who you would start instead of my lineup. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting so much closer to 2K. We're nearly there already. That would be brilliant if we could get there soon. Follow me on my social media, links there will be down in the description, and go subscribe to my second channel, my new gaming channel that I will start to post on soon enough. I'm just getting better at thumbnails and getting better at video editing whilst I've got the time to do so, and then I'll start to post more and more on that channel. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for the recent support, and I'll see you in the next one.